If you are a big fan of these Japanese animes, you'd know most of the good ones only show up on Netflix Japan. Take Deca-Dance for instance. It won't show up anywhere but in Japan. If you're outside Japan and wanting to access all of these amazing shows and wondering if there's a clean way to access all of these titles anywhere in the world, answer is yes, by using a VPN. In this video, I'm going to show you live how you can watch all these Japanese shows using NordVPN. So this is Netflix not connected to a Japan location. We'll search for a show that's only available in Japan. Let's try The Misfit of Demon.
As you can see, it's not coming up. It is detecting the title, although the Misfit of Demon King Academy, but it's not really allowing us to play the show. Alright, I'll go to the VPN app and connect to a Japan location, and then we'll search for the same show again and see if it comes up. Alright, it's connecting, says connecting to Japan 534, which is one of the servers that NordVPN has in Japan. Alright, turned green, says connected now. I'll go back to the Netflix app and refresh my page to see if now it's able to find the Misfit of Demon. And that was very quick. So that's the show. As you can see, it's the Misfit of Demon King Academy. Now this show is only available in Japan, and I'll also give you a quick look that this is playing as well. Now the first time, like I said, it'll take a bit of time to load stuff. Yep, there you go, it is loading up. Now for copyright reasons, I can't really play the whole thing on screen.
So, agree it works. I'm using NordVPN for various reasons, one of which is its amazing price and great speed. Also, not all VPNs are able to unblock Netflix library, especially when it's not US. So for Japan Netflix, NordVPN is the top pick. Let me share with you some more details about using NordVPN, along with a few tips that will keep you away from errors like these. Streaming error. You seem to be using an unblocker or a proxy.
Here's a small intro to the NordVPN app. On the left, you have a list of countries that you can connect to. So example, we were trying Japan. You can just click on this Japan or choose for the location on the right, which is a world map. So similarly, like for Japan, you can connect to any other countries and access Netflix of those countries as well. So that's on the app interface. Now there are two tips that I do want to share, which is when you find a case that you are connected to a location and you're not able to unblock content on Netflix. So what you do in that case is you go to that country that you're trying to connect to, click on these three dots, and instead of just clicking on connect, instead of letting not choose the fastest server for you, you click on this and just choose another one. So that has worked most of the times for me. Now that's one. Another one I want to share is you go to settings, you go to auto connect, and then there are a couple of protocol options that you have in here. So example, by default it'll connect to a UDP protocol, OpenVPN UDP protocol, but then at times when you are not able to access Netflix or your speed is really struggling, what you can do is you can switch to TCP and it'll work better, I can tell you that. So that's one, and try to avoid non-links. It doesn't really work that well when we are talking about Netflix. For SS stuff, for browsing and all, this one does work good. But then again, I mean, if it's not working, then you can just try hop around between these two. So these are two tips that I did want to share. Now coming to the pricing of NordVPN, you have a couple of options. Starting from the first 1 month plan, it costs you $11.95, which is a bit expensive. Now again, if you are convinced of, or you use Netflix very often, it'll be a better idea to go for a long-term plan, maybe a 2-year or a 3-year plan as such, because it brings down your cost to almost like 1/3. So and one thing that covers you when you are committing for that long. Now some of you might not want to commit for that long, so in that case, and then you might not be comfortable that what if it doesn't work as it's marketed, right? So in that case, you choose whichever plan you want to, and then you are covered with a 30-day money back guarantee. So no questions asked, they will return you your money if you feel for whichever reason you don't want it. So that is covered, so you don't have to worry much about if it's not really working for you for some reason. All right, so these are the prices for on different plans. I recommend really going for like a 2-year or a 3-year plan because the price is like quite cheap, to be honest. Yeah, that's one. And another point I do want to mention is the number of devices that they support. You can buy one subscription and use NordVPN on 6 multiple devices. So 6 devices, these are going to be simultaneous connection. So it doesn't really mean that you connect on, you install it on 6 but then you can use it on 1. So that's not the case. You can use it on all 6 together. And then you have an app, a NordVPN app, for all the possible devices that you have, be it your Windows, Mac OS, Android, iOS, or whichever device that you might have. So they have an app for that. Now, like I said, the claim of 30-day money back guarantee is on their website as well, and it is literally like no questions asked. Now, last thing I do want to mention before I end this part is the support that they have. That is literally amazing, and this is something that you're gonna be using if you run into any problems. This comes really handy, because again, this is technology, right? So there can be cases that it's not able to connect for some reason. So what you can do is you can just type in your question in here, and there will be a live agent who will support you, who will help you fix that problem.
Alright, hope that was helpful. Hit a like if it was, and don't forget to subscribe. Here's a link to my full review of NordVPN. Do check it out. I will see you in my next video.